Okay, well, it is June 5th, 2025, and it's our official first weekly live stream. So we're going to do this once a week. I'm going to try to do videos twice a week. I'm going to do a live stream once a week. Okay, so let's see. Last time we talked, it was very, very windy here in Rodanthe, North Carolina. Or some people would say it's waves, some people say it's Rodanthe, potato, potato. It was windy, and then it was really beautiful for a couple of days. I mean, gorgeous. And I was able to take Bodie out to the beach again. Doesn't like the soft sand, likes the hard packed sand, doesn't like the water. But I went up to go see the beach for you know who. Carrie's our beach girl. So I wanted to take a look at the Atlantic Ocean and think about her for a couple of minutes. Then I went over to the Pamlico Sound because, again, they call it a sandbar. They're pretty accurate. And the sound is nice. That's where they run the jet skis and everything else. And, it's nice. It's just not, if you like the ocean, you're going to like the ocean. If you like a little more quiet water, you're going to like the sound. That's it. Okay, what else is going on? Work is work. Okay, right now I'm working Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but it's an array of hours. So Sunday, I'm like the middle fill-in guy. Excuse me. Mondays, I work 2 to 10, which are really hard because you know how early I go to bed. And then Wednesday, Thursday, I work 7:30 to 3:30, which I like a little bit better. It's a little quieter. The 11 to 6, you get more guests coming in, so you have some time with that. But the 7:30 to 3:30, there's a lot of things that have to be done, and they just leave you alone so you can go do it. Perfect for me. Perfect for me. And let's see. That's really the job is really not all that brain powerful. I did try some maintenance stuff. The maintenance guys took me out, and I had to work to fix a water line, and I had to replace a water riser, and they worked me through the power stuff. I will tell you, the power stuff I'm much more comfortable with than I am with the plumbing stuff. That is a little bit tricky, but it's not something that you can't learn how to do. If I do it a couple times, I'll get it, and that'll be the end of that. Bodie has been pretty good. He's been a little noisy, as this place is going to fill up. Okay, they keep telling me after Father's Day, this place gets 3/4 full or more. And that would be because the kids are out of school, so everybody's coming in, which is going to make my 7:30 to 3:30 mornings a little bit more, hopefully, easy. But I'm also have to be out in patrol all the time in the golf cart, and I tend to stop and make sure everybody's okay. Just doing the standard thing you're supposed to do when people are staying somewhere. So my trips may take a little bit longer because I still have to go both sides. I have to go to the ocean side and I have to go to the sound side. Sound side doesn't take very long. It's a real quick trip, and then you're back. The ocean side, oh, here we go. The ocean side is a little bit, there's a little more space here. Lots of more spaces here. So, um, my leg still is not where I want it to be, but it's not getting any worse either. And apparently, it's not on the other side of my leg, which is a great thing. That's the most important thing I can possibly say, is that I don't see anything on the other side of my leg that's causing me any alarm. I'm still going to take those incisions where they are and keep them, even though they're scabbed over, scarred over. I'm going to just keep them as clean as I can. And I got about 6 hours of sleep last night. I got about 4 to 5 hours in one shot, and boy, I needed it. And then I got another 3 hours or so. I was up for an hour in the middle of the night, and then another 3 hours or so before I had to get up and go to work. My water line broke, so I got it didn't break. The connector was not working, so water spitting out. So I got my spare water line. Of course, the emergency water line was doing the same thing, so I had to buy a new water line. I am going to go to Walmart tomorrow. It's going to take about an hour to get there because it's up by Nag's Head, so you can check, check your local map. Oh, sorry. But it's going to take about an hour to get there, and I've got to get some RV parts. I need a new elbow for the sewage because mine is the bottom is supposed to go into the sewer pipe and secure it so there's no odor. I didn't realize I cracked mine in the Everglades, and when I was at Johnson Dickinson, there was nobody near me. So there, I just was able to get it into the pipe all the way secured, and nobody complained. Nobody said a word. Now I'm getting complaints of, oh, it smells like sewage. Then, every place has a Karen. I just happen to be next to one. What am I gonna do? So we'll see if we can make them as happy as possible, and that'll be it. When I was backing in the last time, I did accidentally bump into their trike. Their dogs are coming, which was my fault because I cut the corner a little too wide. No damage done. Offered to pay any damages. They were fine. So I was like, okay. Really wish I could buy this little scooter, but the problem is I can't carry it with me. The tray on the back of the RV is too small, so I can't accommodate both wheels in it. If I could, I would probably buy it just to have one, or buy it and then sell it to somebody else, but I can't transport it. So not as much fun as I anticipated. All right. Did laundry. I know that's awful exciting for everybody. The laundry set for me now is about an eighth of a mile or so. They're very generous and gracious here. Where if I'm doing work, I'm assigned a golf cart. So except for the mid shift, because mid shift doesn't need a golf cart. You borrow somebody else's. But if I'm the evening guy, the 2 to 10 guy, I get the maintenance cart because I'm doubling for maintenance. If I am the early guy, then I'm the camp host guy and I get the camp host cart. So I've been doing my laundry on Thursdays, just bagging it up and put it on the golf cart and take it to work. And when I start my rounds in the morning at 7:30, I just throw the laundry in, do the empty checks. That's the first thing we do. The first thing I do is I unlock this door, then I go in, then I punch in, then I get a list of things. The dog's gonna bark, just so you know. And I get a list of sites, and I have to go to all the sites, the whole park. And anything that's empty, I have to mark it. And then I have to give that back to the office. My next gift is that I have to go and unlock things. The paddleball court and the shed for the mini golf and the shuffleboard and the ice machines. And there's a marina a little further down, which we are utilizing. And so I have to go unlock that so people can get in and out. Fine. After that, then I just go back, open the gates, and start. People can't show up until 1, so I'm just handling departures. I'm handling, you need ice, you need firewood, or questions. And then every once in a while I go out, lock the door, and I go around because my companion won't show up until 11. So I have to lock the door to the gate and go spin, tell everybody I'm going to take a spin, check on everybody. I do that about 5-6 times a day. About, I don't know, about every hour or so I go out and I'm out for a half an hour. So then I just go out an hour later and an hour later, and it all gets done. When I'm on the evening shift, then I've got to do the reverse. That's when I am locking things up. That's when I am turning lights on or off. That's when I'm doing all sorts of things of that nature. I'm always working with a guy because I'm doing double for maintenance. So the camp host at night, he's the one that has to go cover the hot tub with the solar cover. He's the one that has to flip the switches to turn off this or turn off that for the pools. He's the one that has to go throw the droid in to wash for the pool. My job is that when I'm sitting in the gatehouse, I can see digital monitors, like camera set. And if I see something not right in the hot tub or the indoor pool, I can get up and stroll over and go, hey guys, and at 11 o'clock, then what happens is whoever comes in at 11 gets another sheet, and that's a departure list. People are supposed to leave at 11 or by 11. So then we go out and we go to the site that they're supposed to leave and mark whether they've left or not, take that back to the office. And then after that, there we go. They give us a box from the office with maps and hang tags and, do they have a golf cart coming? Yes or no? And then we have to take care of all of that as the guest comes in. And that's pretty much the big part of the day is checking on everybody else and checking guests in. And everything else is kind of small and minor. That's it. That's really what's going on. I do still have to call that mechanic. And I'll probably call him Monday and see what he can do for me on a Friday or a Saturday. I have his address. I have his name. I just have to get over there and find out how much it's going to cost to replace the coils, because I don't like driving around with busted coils or popped coils, because then your engine's misfiring and I don't want to be stranded somewhere. What else have we got? Nothing really. It's been kind of slow. I've got my fridge semi-full, okay, and that's a good thing. When I go to the Walmart, I still got to pick up more things. Chicken tenderloins for the big guy, and I'll probably grab some more ground beef for the big guy, and just a few simple things. But the big thing is the elbow for sewer. That's important. An extra water line. They're cheaper there. I mean, we have them here. I can buy them here. They're a little cheaper at Walmart. So since I got to get other stuff like shoes, I got to do that. My shoes is my own fault. Okay. I found shoes that work with me, and I order them from Walmart. I hate to order from Walmart, but that's the only place I can get them. Amazon seems to not have my size. So I ordered them, and they were great, and they fit my darn fat feet, and they were good. I took a pair, and I ordered another pair as a backup. And they came in a sealed bag, and I just went, oh, here they are, and threw them up on the top, and that's the end of that. Well, I wore out the heel on my right shoe, so I had to throw that away. I brought the extra shoes out. Couldn't figure out why they weren't fitting my feet right, and that's because they're a half size too small. And that was my own fault, because I didn't open the package and check that they were the size, or else I would have been able to send them back. So if somebody needs this pair, I'm just going to have to keep around for kicking. That's going to be the go to the beach pair, and because they don't fit right. And I'm going to get another pair of shoes that fit me well, because I want to be able to have good fitting shoes, because if I'm walking around or fixing something, I don't want my shoes to fall off, right? I want to protect my toes. Okay. What else do we have? Nothing really. I mean, I've got some small things to do here. For example, I've cleaned in here, cleaned the floor. I did all that. It's great. I still have to go into the front, which is that way for you guys. And I have to take the stuff out of the front, that I've got stored there. And I have to take a broom or a sweep. And I don't have a vacuum anymore. I left that at Flamingo because I donated it to them. And I've just got to sweep out and shake out the mats and get that nice and clean, just so it's good and ready to go. I've been 2 days of my water line not working. I've been using my water pump and my stored water. So what I've got to really do is on Saturday, turn the water off, switch it to fill up the tank, and then just start filling up the tank and sit outside and wait for it to start bubbling out so I know it's full. Turn it off. I don't like to travel without a full water tank. When you travel, you're supposed to empty your black tank or whenever you feel about it, but I always travel with a full water tank. The extra weight is peace of mind. If I get stranded somewhere or something doesn't work, at least I can flush the toilet, I can wash my face, and I can cook dinner. And let's see what else we got. That's it. I mean, this is going to be the 15-minute live stream instead of the 30-minute. I can see if I can get Bodie over here so you can take a look. Bodie, you want to say hi to everybody? Come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here, you woo. Come on. Come here. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh, hang on. He's got a fear into something. There, come on. It's not there anymore. Come on. Come say hi. Chubby. There he is. Mister, I don't like soft sand, but I like hard packed sand. And I don't like the ocean and the water because it makes noise and it makes my feet wet. Keeps hearing stuff outside, so I stare at her. Do you have anything you'd like to say to the nice people? Anything at all? Cheese and rice, anything? No? Well, okay then. I think we're going to have to deal with that then. Have a kiss? Or are you too distracted for kisses? No? Okay. I put you down. You go that way. There you go. Excuse me. So, all right. So, it's 6:15. I didn't see I had any guests. It might take a time to get people to get into the swing of things, or maybe I need to announce it a little earlier or post an alert earlier. We're going to try to get to that. We'll find out. But other than that, let's end it the right way. If you don't take care of you, nobody else will. Thank you, Mom. Are they like-minded? Do they share values? Do they have something to offer? And can they use discernment as new information comes in? Or no? Out you go. It's way past time. Every time I put up my Periscope, I see people doing really violent, nasty third world things in a second world country. And the society is just unraveling at the seams. And my answer is, well, what did you expect? You don't pump sewage into your house. You pump it out of your house. You pump it in and then you wonder why it stinks. Hey, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. Remember, ladies, if you have to go anywhere, please go together. Go in a group, okay? Please, go as a group. Go together. Keep your trip short and sweet. Please mind your darn kids and keep your head out of your damn phone, okay? Gentlemen, same thing. Short and sweet. Go in a group if you can. Essentials, not luxuries. Boys and girls, let me remind you that there are people out there and they don't like you. And some of them are supposed to be here and most of them aren't. And they have no problem hurting you. They have no problem stabbing you. They have no problem beating you. To take what they think they deserve is not what they deserve at all. It's what you earned. So if you don't take care of you, nobody else will. You don't have the opportunity anymore to call for help. Because if you call for help, you get blamed and the criminal goes free. The system is broken. It's unraveling at the seams. And if you really would like to open up a very large book, I suggest to anybody who's a good reader, please read a copy of The Rise and Fall of the Roman Empire. And when you get to page 315, you put your hand in your mouth and go, shit, that's what's going on today. Yeah, no kidding. So let's end it on a good high note. There's a little bit of rain going, which is nice. Made it a little humid. At least it's not windy. Tomorrow's supposed to be another beautiful day, 78, 80 degrees, very low wind, lots of sun, hazy sun, not a lot of clouds. So if you are in the North Carolina area, it's going to be a beach day. All right. So from Carl and Bodie in Rodanthe, North Carolina, living life on a sandbar between the ocean and the sound. This is the Hermit with Wi-Fi. We'll try again next week, and hopefully we'll have more conversation because I can talk to myself all day long. But wait, I do that already. Bye.